Hello.
Hi. So my best friend from down south rescued this dog, and his name was Buddy. And she didn't get his full backstory before she rescued him, and he ended up biting her roommate and having to be put down. But the whole time she was very, very upset about it, like really upset. And the whole time I felt like he was trying to teach her. He was there to teach her something, but I'm not exactly sure what. So I was just seeing if he's okay.
Okay. Can you say just a first name of the friend of yours?
Nightly.
Okay. There's an invitation for she's a very sweet friend, to forgive herself and come to understand that sometimes in life things occur that have nothing to do with our own innocence or sweetness. There's people and energies around us that don't understand, and then painful things can happen. And really, for her to just feel her love of Buddy, who had to pass over, and know that their love and their sweetness and their innocence is precious and it's theirs, and this whole outplay that happened around them is not anything for her to feel responsible about.
That makes perfect sense.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Miriam. Miriam set up a whole seminar like this on her own, where I was so blessed to go to Portland. Brad was there playing music, and she did everything. She brought in they were all new people to me, and she managed it, and she set it up. It was really a really great gift. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming. This is something that I've been wanting to ask you for a long time.
Yes.
And it has something to do, a little bit to do with me, but mostly to do with a friend of mine.
Yes.
She was at the seminar.
Yes.
In Portland, Pari. I don't know if you remember her. She's gone through a lot of transformations, and funny thing is, when you mentioned Sufi yesterday,
Yeah.
and I've been thinking about her a lot, and
Yeah.
she's really getting in touch with Sufism and Rumi, and she's just
Uh-huh.
twirling and doing all kinds of things. And her energy is huge, is enormous. And we sit there in our backyard and, talk a lot about spirituality, and we're doing a lot of transformation together. It's been wonderful. And she's got an interesting thing that happened to her. She was at Lowe's buying flowers, and this beautiful big butterfly comes and sits on her hand and comes home with her.
Wow.
Yeah, and comes home with, and her name means butterfly in Farsi.
Wow.
So, and comes home with her and spends like a couple hours with her in her meditation room, and she gets so emotional. She starts crying, whenever these animals come to her, that I keep telling her, calm down and listen, but she just gets really, really excited, and they kind of come and then they go away, and so she let the butterfly out in their backyard after a couple of hours, and the butterfly kept coming back every day, for weeks, and I was there when she would come back, and it was most of the time when we were talking about Rumi or talking about spirituality or things that we were going through, the butterfly would come back, and we were wondering, what was the message? I mean, it was very clear that it has something to do with transformation and being in the love, and
the butterfly just came to be there in the transformation, like you said, in the heart opening, and when the heart openings, lots of times there is a lot of emotion and tears, and that's very natural. And to say, go ahead, jump, take off,
oh, wow.
it's fine.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, same thing happened with the dragonfly. And dragonfly was, there was a lot of dragonflies in her backyard, and they would sit there with us, and we'd talk to them, and they just shake their heads, and like, oh, okay, thank you. And one actually came on her hand and would climb all over her and stayed with her again for a few hours. And she filmed it, and
Great.
it was beautiful. And also, you know, she was asking the dragonfly, you know, what is it that you want to tell me? And
yeah, it's beyond words.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming to be with her in the heart.
Mm-hmm.
It's beyond words.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Rebecca.
I guess I just have a question. I've got 2 cats, and they always seem like they've got really strong personalities, and I was just wondering if they had anything to say to me.
In the name of the first one?
The older one is Loki.
And
He's a boy. He's about 3 years old.
okay. Loki said, I do feel like a misfit at times. In fact, I am a misfit, but I'm happy being a misfit. There's a lot of things I like to do. I like to please people, sometimes make a little trouble or mischief, and I like to whirl energies around above me in the air to get people's attention. Sometimes it makes people cough and they don't notice that I was doing it. But I was just trying to get them to speak up, speak louder. And this one's very playful, it's playful kind of mischief going on. Yeah,
Yep.
Having fun
That's
with
the
it.
name.
And the other?
The other is Kyoko. She's a girl.
And age?
2.
2. She has a more delicate feeling inside of her, how she feels about things. She has a piercing ability to just see and look. And there's this other quality of feeling delicate. It's a very interesting contrast. She said she feels your appreciation, and the 2 cats do love each other. They might do things that look otherwise, but they want you to know they love each other. They do. They actually really do. They say they do things that makes it look otherwise physically, because they're very different physically, temperamentally, but they actually feel a lot of love for each other. And energetically, they do a lot of merging with each other and kind of complementing each other. Yeah. Yeah,
Thank you.
You're welcome.